Oh, look who's here.
Toto Wolff joins us. I'm assuming
Just speaking about support in the background.
You're allowed to kiss, you know. You are officially.
No, not on camera. Not on camera.
Sorry, I thought me and Toto. Toto, you must be the second happiest man here in Abu Dhabi right now.
Yes, for sure the second happiest, because we know who is the happiest.
Oh yeah.
And it's a tough and interesting end to the season. A season that was full of up and downs for us. And at the end, to hear that song and close the chapter of these current regulations is a good feeling.
I'm going to set these guys loose on you at the moment. Eddie, you got a question, sir?
Yet again, the management was weak in terms of he ignored your instructions.
Straight in there, Eddie.
What are you going to do about it?
Slap me off, Eddie. Yeah, difficult situation. Because on one side, he needs to fight for his championship, and it was fading away. So before the race, he had two possibilities. Either he sits in his car and he disappears in the distance and he shows that he's the quickest guy out there, or he follows Christian Horner's instructions and backs everybody off.
Which he did.
Yeah, maybe he should try for him.
I think so.
So as a matter of fact, he decided to back it off because he thought it's giving him the better chance in the championship, and that is okay. And we let them. But at a certain stage, Sebastian was coming with big steps, and our first priority is always winning races, independent if it's the last or the first race. And if we start to say, well, the last one, we're going to take it differently because he might lose or win the championship, it's screwing up our whole system. So we need to think about it, what we do. But first of all, it's important to celebrate Nico.
Yeah. So Toto, so when you see Lewis, when the dust settles, how will you approach that? 1-2, well done. Awesome, really drilled the whole championship, sensational. But how would you deal with Lewis in that next conversation in terms of how he tested the management tonight?
Yeah, we have to let the dust settle and accept that he was fighting for his championship, and we need a watch dog in the car and not a puppy. And today he showed again that his only mission is to win a driver world championship. So we're going to come home, look at the rules of engagement, maybe shred them and have anarchy, or find out a system that is a bit better.
You must have known he wasn't going to capitulate. You must have known that. I mean, we all knew he's not going to listen to Mercedes. He's just not.
Yeah, I think at that stage when he already started to back everybody off in the behind, it was pretty clear that that's going to happen. And in the back of my mind, somewhere I have an understanding for that. And because he is what it is, and this won him 3 championships. So I think we need to calm down. Outmost week, we won 19 races and 3 championships, and we're not going to let this fun be taken away by this.
Just a real quick one to stick up for you guys. I think it's nearly impossible to have a scenario for every scenario, isn't it? So you can try to think about what ingredients will go into a Grand Prix or a certain part of the championship, but this was, again, a extremely unique situation, which was very rare, and then you had Sebastian doing something rare. So it's so unusual and rare to try and have an answer for every scenario, isn't it?
No, I agree with you, Mark, and you guys have been in a similar situation. You can't increase the rule book more and more because there's going to be situations.
Internal rule book.
Internal rule book. We had 3 seasons with the 2 of them racing at the very front, and it went well in most of the races. And now we had another one, so we're not going to rush away in panic and play headmaster, but analyze how we can improve as a team, improve the drivers, and take it from there.
There's a number of minds to Toto Wolff, isn't there? We saw the firm execution of how you were analysing the race live on television, but there's a racer, Toto, and you would have done exactly the same. There's a businessman, Toto, and you, as in terms of managing the team, can absolutely appease yourself to the board at Mercedes because you gave the instruction. But deep down, this is what we all want. You know, this is the emotion of sport, and it just so happens in Formula One, there is a winner and loser in a team. So don't do anything.
Yeah, I know. Let's shred the rule book and let them off the leash completely. We could decide to do that. I'm not sure it's working for us. But there were many plays in that race.
But it did work for you, and it worked for the sport of Formula One. You delivered a world championship to the last lap.
So I'm with you. It caused excitement in the race, and fundamentally we are doing entertainment and not just whatever sport that is boring. So we have to analyze it properly. Also, Nico could have played it differently. Maybe deep down in my racer's heart, I would have launched myself in there. maybe you would.
I want to remind David that he is a father, he is and has a son, and when his son disobeys him and goes to the nightclubs against his wishes and his instructions,
you'll find me there.
I want to hear what he says to him.
Just lastly, those cars, the silver arrows, are going to the museum now. Their life is over. Sometimes from the outside, we don't always know all the information. Was there any hairy moments where your heart was thumping with any mechanical issues, or was it actually pretty smooth running for the whole race for both cars?
No, the cars were quite reliable this race. We had a little worry with some caliper temperatures on Lewis's car, but besides of that, I was constantly on the radio to Simon, who runs reliability. Are the cars healthy? And he said the cars are healthy. So these cars go to sleep now. They are being put in the museum in Stuttgart, and
your nightmares are over. They both finished the race.
No, they're only starting, believe me.
She knows that I woke up a couple of nights ago.
Of times, yeah.
When the car broke down.
Well, you know, it's another championship for you, and the right man, you think, won?
No, first of all, I'm really happy for everybody working here in Mercedes. Nico, for me, an incredible new world champion. He won 9 races this year. Lewis won 10 now with the last one. Incredible, he could not have done it better. Thank you, Nico, for this performance. Very simple.
Nicky, heart rate. Tell us about your heart rate with the last half an hour of the race, because there was a bit of a little bit of drama on the radio. Obviously, Lewis was saying that, look, leave me alone. I know what I'm doing, basically. There was a fly in the ointment, a big problem with Sebastian on a different strategy coming back. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been a big deal. But how were you emotionally dealing with that on the pit wall to the driver? How does that work?
I did not understand it, because normally a Mercedes car performs even better at the end. This time is the first race in the end of the season where the Mercedes car slowed down. Yeah, so I have to speak to Lewis myself to find out, was there an issue with the tires or whatever. I don't want to blame him for anything, but it was interesting because Vettel was on different tires. Yeah. If he would have attacked earlier, we might have lost the whole race.
Sure, yeah.
This was
but
our
we
worry.
know that. Us three know. We knew what we were watching, don't we? So all of us three know what we're watching.
So just explain it out for those tuning in. So Lewis basically was underperforming, backing Nico up into Seb, putting him under pressure to try and win the world title. Surely you can understand that from a racer's point of view, or you just, you're absolutely in management mode and you want to have a word with them.
We did all these tricks in the past. Yeah, we did. I understand Lewis's action. On the other hand, there's a team effort. Mercedes has to win in the most secure way these races. And today, in the end, it was only exciting, but not secure. So, in the end, we gave him an order, speed up. He said, leave me alone, I'm racing, which is a funny quote, by the way. But we have to find out first. I want to talk to him myself and really get myself a proper picture, and then we can see.
Okay. Will the team have a rough idea how far under the limit he was? I mean, you must have engineering-wise, these guys have got more sensors in the cockpit than a NASA
Normally, no,
shuttle.
It's very simple. If we have 3-4 tenths speed difference per lap, which we had.
Yeah, it's all over the place, up and down lap time.
So normally you keep it.
Yeah.
But in the end, it's shrinked. So there must be a shrinking reason. I don't know if it's the car, the tires, or the driver. We have to find out.
Let me take you back to 1984. You're a racing driver again. Would you have done the same?
I tell you, honestly, if I think about it now, not to annoy my team colleague, honestly. Okay. Because all he could have achieved is that he would never been third. Yeah, because Verstappen was too far back. Yeah? We did all the tricks in the past, but there was still a simple respect for the other one. And Nico did a great job the whole season. He had 12 points in advance. So to push him all the way back to fourth would have never happened. Therefore, I think we have to ask him first what his opinion is. His quotes on the radio were funny to me, so let's find out.
But 1-2.
Yeah, I can't be better, honestly. We have to really stick to the reality. We won the championship again. With Nico, I really congratulate him because the first championship is the biggest hard work ever. And therefore, fantastic for us.
Nicky, thanks very much, and your frank conversation, and thanks for being like that all year as well.
Thank you very much.
Well done, Nicky.
Thank you.